All right, now we're going to look at a different sequence. Um, Again, I like to write them two vertically, so I have 2, 11, 36, 83, and now 158. The first thing we do is look for our first differences. So between 2 and 11, we go up 9. Between 36 and 11, we go up 25. Between 83 and 36, I think that's 47. Between 158 and 83, I went up 75. All right. We know it's not linear because our first difference is not constant. Let's go to our second differences. Here I go up 16. The next one I'm going to go up 22. And this third one, 75 minus 47, is 28. Now we know it's not quadratic because there's not a constant second difference. Let's go out one more. Here I go up 6, and here I go up 6. Well, look, it looks like we have a constant third difference. So now we have to think about how to do this with a cubic. So we're going to do the same system that we did last time, but now we're going to have a cubic function. So let's look at term 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go all the way down to the nth term. For a cubic function, this is going to be an cubed plus bn squared plus cn plus d. So if we put 1 in for n, 1 cubed is 1, so that's just going to be a, plus 1 squared times b is going to be b, 1 times c is c, and then add d. For 2, we cube 2, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which will be 8a, plus 2 squared, which would be 4b, plus 2c plus d. Then we do 3, so 3 cubed is 27, plus 3 squared, which is 9, plus 3c plus d. 4, we have 4 cubed, which is 64a, plus 4 squared, which is 16b, plus 4 times c plus d. And 5, we have 125, which is 5 cubed, plus 5 squared, plus 5c. All right, so there's our first column. Now, when we look for our differences, when we subtract these two rows, I'm going to get 7a plus 3b plus c. These two rows, I'm going to have 19a plus 5b plus c. These two rows, 64 minus 27 is 37a plus 7b plus c. And then our last row, 125 minus 64, is going to be 61a plus 9b plus c. Now, let's take the differences of those. And when I subtract that, that's going to be 12a plus 2b. Here I will get 37 minus 19, which would be 18a plus 2b. And then I have what 61a. I should have written that a little bit more clear. Minus 37, which would be 24a plus 2b. Now you can see that I need to go out one more term. So let's see if I can move this over just a little bit. Make room for one more term in here. I guess I took a picture of it instead of moved it. Here we go. All right, this is getting a little chaotic. We'll try it again. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. So I'll just need to be here. All right, now when we take our next difference, this would be 6a and 6a. So it looks like we have a constant third difference. All right, so now we have our charts. Now we just have to figure out what our n value is on this particular function and find the 20th term. So 6a is where we're going to start. So what matches up with 6a? Hopefully you can see that 6a matches up with 6 up there. So I'm going to start my algebra and say 6a is equal to 6. So now I divide both sides by 6 to get a is equal to 1. That's a nice little a to work with. Now I'm going to plug 1 into this function, 12a plus 2b, because 12 times 1 plus 2b has to equal whatever's in this position. Well, if you look over here, the third column on the top is a 16. So I'd have 12 plus 2b is equal to 16. Subtract 12 on both sides. 2b is equal to 4. Divide that by 2. And b is equal to 2. So now I have my a and I have my b. So for my n, I can start my equation 1n cubed plus 2n squared. Now I want to find my c. So I'll look in this column. I would use the numbers that are the easiest. So 7a plus 3b plus c. So 7 times a, which is 1, plus 3 times b plus c is going to equal some number. So what's in this position over here? That is the 9. So this is going to equal 9. So I have 7 plus 6 plus c is equal to 9, or 13 plus c is equal to 9. So I have to subtract 13 on both sides to get c is equal to negative 4. Wonderful. So I can add to this minus 4n, and now I just need to find my d. The easiest one when we have d is a plus b plus c plus d, because this is going to equal the first position up here, which is 2. So a, which is 1, plus 2 minus 4, a plus b plus c plus d is going to equal my first value, which is 2. So that's 3 minus 1 is negative 1, plus d is equal to 2. If I add 1 on both sides, my d value is 3. So now I can come up here and put a plus 3 at the end of it. So now if they ask to find the 20th term, we're going to have to take 20 cubed. Well, 20 times 20 is 400, times another 20 is going to be 8,000. So this would be 8,000 plus 20 squared is 400. 400 times 2 is 800. Plus 4 times 20, or minus 4 times 20, so we're going to subtract out 80, or yeah, 80, and then we'll add 3. So 8,000 plus 800 minus 80 plus 3 will give us 8,723. And here is our n value for our function. All right, I hope this helps with finding finite differences of cubic sequences.